Well, the New York Knicks went and played the top two teams in the Eastern Conference. Both the Cavs and the Celtics gave it to them, as is per usual. We know the Knicks just don't do well against the best teams in the NBA. They continuously lose against all of them now. Knicks are 0-7 against Boston, Cleveland, and OKC. The Cavs beat them by 37 on Friday. And then,
that was
that was really bad.
You had like Tristan Thompson jokes at the end of the game because should we get mad at them for shooting when they're up late? That was wicked.
What a smack. 37, goodbye. Boston's game ended up being closer.
They got back into it.
They did get back into it. It's still a double-digit loss, and they have lost to the Celtics now by 27-23, and this just smaller double-digit loss. It's not as big a deal when you lose by 13. That being said, the same issue keeps on popping up. With the Boston Celtics, there's just way too much ability to go to all five guys, and the Knicks just can't hang. They just cannot play defense against all of them. We saw the Celtics going to play pick and roll against whoever was the point guard with Cat playing center, whether it was Brunson or Campaign. Porzingis was feeling good, either going to take whoever it was as a point guard down into the post or shoot the threes. He was feeling good, and that is an issue. That is an issue with the New York Knicks. They are at that 3 seed, but it sure feels like that is peak New York Knicks. Now, how do they change this defense? Because they've got such a great offense. It was leading the league at some time. Now it's third, and their defense is 21st. Mitchell Robinson was the guy to potentially move Cat over to the 4 spot. Mitchell Robinson will be coming back at some point in the near future. Not extremely near future, but how good is he going to look? Is he going to be able to move? He's been out nearly a year now. And that is definitely a worry that he would get injured again. Do you just start him beside Cat, just to give something different and play him 20-25 minutes? I suppose. But is he going to be healthy enough? That's the question.
And does it even matter against the Celtics? You're going to play 2 bigs against this Celtics team? Good luck. That was the problem to me. I think, I don't know. It's a lot of things. We just did our rankings, and I think we nailed the Knicks. We had them in the Final Four flirts because we're like, they're better than most of the teams in the Eastern Conference, and there's no chance they beat the good teams because there basically is no chance they beat the good teams, especially the Celtics. They play the same styles. The Knicks made all their trades this summer to get a Celtics-style team. They have one. The Celtics are better at it. They've been doing it longer, and all their guys are bigger. I think that really stood out to me, and you heard it post-game as well, like Josh Hart getting in the lane and pump faking because there's 4 guys that are taller than he is under there. Brunson's small on the outside. They made a great run in the third quarter. It was the Knicks starters playing against the bench for the Celtics, so advantage Knicks there. It just doesn't seem like this is going to be the year for the Knicks if they're not getting big performances from OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges, both of whom I think have had kind of disappointing seasons. OG has been in and out of the lineup, just came back working his way in, so maybe by playoff time he'll be looking better, but I think Bridges hasn't really found his spot in this offense. There are points in time where he can have, 6 or 8 points nice and quick, and then he'll just drift and be gone forever. He's so much skinnier than a Jaylen Brown as well, can get put in the basket. They just have problems with this team, and there's not really a way for them to hit the gas in the postseason because all their guys already play 40 to 45 minutes. That's usually like the cheat code. Guess what? Our starters play more.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen for the Knicks.
I couldn't believe, and I know Cat said he wanted to go back in the game, but Tibbs putting Cat back in the game after he was injured, and it was a blowout. Like, there was very little chance they were coming back to win that game. That was insane to me. Like, you got it. A little long-term planning here, Tibbs. Play the long game here. I mean, I don't think anything else happened that he re-injured it or made it worse, but that's your job as the coach. The players are always going to want to play. And you sort of have to protect them from themselves. I thought that was silly. I mean, he was lying on the bench, grabbing his leg, literally lying down on the bench. And later, after going back to the locker room, puts him back in. No.
That was odd.
That was dumb. And he's lucky that it didn't make it worse, I don't think. But yeah, all the things you guys said, they're just not on that level of these teams. The Celtics are also starting to look like the Celtics of last year.
They're playing well.
Where everybody, when Porzingis is playing like this and Drew's a little more aggressive, you got everybody else. Good luck with that. They just can't beat the Cavs at all. I mean, that was a shellacking.
Yeah, they can handle teams with their offense. Even if Bridges hasn't found his role as being a go-to, the third option. Brunson and Cat have been so good offensively that they can outscore teams, but the problem is the other end.
Yeah.
they got to find it. And it's not with this starting five. The 1 and 5 is a problem. I mean, both Brunson's size and Cat's ability to move in pick and roll situations.